Good evening, dear friends, and welcome to day 117 of Poem a Day for 2026. To the surprise of possibly no one, I did not make it to my appointment this morning. It was a blood test, so I need to rebook that. And this was a rebooked appointment because I didn't make it on Monday. No, last Friday. The appointment was at like 8:52, and I woke up my alarm went off at a reasonable time, and I snoozed it. And then I crashed. And when I actually woke up, it was 8:41, and I was like, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So I just got myself together and got ready for work. So excuse me. That yawn was nowhere to be seen when I started recording. Yeah, and then it's been a bit of a day. But myself and Cass, we've been okay. Meg has been very sleepy in her donut. And we all hope that you've had a good day. I'm currently kind of laser focused on the weekend. I have already had enough of this week. I'm just tired. Yeah. But we have poetry. We always have poetry to fall back on. So, let's try that. On this, the 5th of August, we have Meg Merrilies by John Keats once again. And our blurb reads as follows. Deeply sorry. Obviously, because I've been working alone all day, I've barely spoken because the cats have been sleeping. So now I'm trying to talk. My brain's going, what's happening? We need a... Okay. Blurb reads as follows. Compared to Minnie and Winnie, this poem by Keats has a very regular rhythm of unstressed and stressed syllables. Down, up, down, up. Down, up. It follows in a long tradition of poems that sketch a portrait of an individual life, often an unusual one, before surprising us at the end with the fact that the subject of the poem has passed away. So, this is Meg Merrilies by John Keats. Old Meg, she was a gypsy, and lived upon the moors. Her bed, it was a brown heath turf, and her house was out of doors. Her apples were swart blackberries, her currants pods of broom. Her wine was dew of the wild white rose, her book a churchyard tomb. Her brothers were the craggy hills, her sisters larchen trees. Alone with her great family, she lived as she did please. No breakfast had she many a morn, no dinner many a noon. Instead of supper she would stare full hard against the moon. But every morn of woodbine fresh she made her garling, and every night the dark glen yew she wove and she would sing. And with her fingers old and brown she plaited mats of rushes, and gave them to the cottagers she met among the bushes. Old Meg was brave as Margaret Queen, and tall as Amazon. Old red blanket cloak she wore, a chip hat had she on. God rest her aged bones somewhere, she died full long ago. Sounds like she could have been something from maybe a fairy tale, or maybe some cryptid, tall as an Amazon, robed in a red cloth. Rarely seen eating anything. Living off the land. A simple life, but a happy one. Presumably. A happy life is what I hope for all of you. And for me. And I think that's what Cass has. He's just loafed on the sofa. Literally just before I started to record, he came and rubbed up against my leg and meowed. And I think then he realised that I was about to start. And was like, well, now it's not time for dinner, so I might as well get comfy. And he has. He genuinely looks like he's been asleep there for hours. So I think I'm gonna head off and put some dinner in the oven. And yeah. And hopefully, maybe tonight will be the night that I get to bed at a decent time. We can but hope. We will but see. Thank you, friends. I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully, when we all get down to it, we will all have a very good